Hey y'all, a case of living here. I want to talk a little bit about when people do purposefully use things like the full moon to do energy work against you. I play it down maybe a bit too much in my talks whenever I say, and tarot world will flip over a card and say, someone's done black magic against you. I don't really think I play it down too much. But I don't want to give the impression that there aren't any people out there who are intentionally manifesting against you. There are. I look for the good in everyone. I tend to believe that most of the time when people are manifesting against us, it's not intentional, that people don't realize that their thoughts against the things that you want in your life, that if you are allowing those thoughts into your energetic field, that if you have an empathic, energetic connection with them and you're allowing those thoughts in that way, or if you simply are allowing them in your life and therefore their opinions are impacting you, that brings you out of frequency and therefore affects what you manifest or don't manifest. That they're not really aware of that. So they're not purposefully doing it. They're not consciously manifesting against you. So I don't consider that black magic, but the tarot reader doesn't know the difference when they're flipping the card over. All they know is something that someone has put out energetically is working against you. I don't believe that most of the time that is consciously done. However, there are times. There are reasons why spell work is done around a full moon. And it's the reasons I talked about earlier. We're more emotional because we are tired, because we have the moon is light, so it's shining, it's exposing things. It has, it's more watery, so we are more emotional. So we are automatically have more points of energy transference that are picking up more intense energy, all right? Because that is happening, that is an ideal time if somebody does want to manifest against you to send focused energy your direction. If you allow your energetic field to be open to that, then their spell work, energy work, black magic, whatever we want to call it, will be effective against you until you clear yourself of it. Now, what does clearing yourself of it mean? Until you call your energy back to yourself and put it back in your vibrational frequency. Now, depending on how open your energetic field was and to how much energetic manipulation they did, how focused that was, and some people are very skilled at this, they know exactly what to say. They know exactly what to send your way because they know you well. And they know what they want you to do. So they use the times of these energies to get into your energetic field. And your energetic field is open. And you don't know you're an energetic being. So you don't even know that your energetic field is open. Or you do know you're one, but you don't know what that means. Because you think it means that you sit and you say, and you say, I'm going to ground to Mother Earth and now put me in a pink transcendent bubble all day and my energy sealed. That's why I teach it in such a practical way. I'm not making fun of any of those things. I'm not making light of any of them. Of course, surrounding yourself with pink transcendent light, the energy of pink transcendent love, of course, that fortifies our energetic field. But the best damn fortification you can do isn't going to help if you turn around and you go open your energetic field back up to it. If you know that your mother-in-law speaks against you every time she gets a chance, if you know that she's not happy that you married her son, you don't go visit the mother-in-law so she can say and do things that are going to get into your energetic field whenever you're at a level of consciousness that you are tired or emotional and you've got your energetic fortifications weakened And therefore, she can get her energy into your energetic field and decrease your frequency. It is going to pull you out of frequency. It's going to cause you to fall into 3D patterns of behavior. And all that stuff that you've cleared is going to come rolling back in. And you're going to have to clear yourself up again, pull your energy back to you, and get yourself back in frequency. And no amount of pink transcendent light around you is going to prevent that. If you pack your little self over there to the mother-in-law's house and sit there and open up your portals, allow that energy in. If you watch her do it, if you listen to her do it, if you let your throat chakra, which is your communication center, if you let all that come in, if you hear it, if you allow yourself to be bombarded with that energy for an hour or two, or all afternoon on Sunday, it's going to come in. So full moon in Pisces is not the time to go over and allow yourself to be bombarded that way. As a matter of fact, maybe you don't go allow yourself to be bombarded that way at all. Maybe you use your voice and say, you know what? You go see your mom. Our energies are not resonant. I'm not going. Have a good time. You're not saying anything bad about her. You don't have to say, she's a snarky ass bitch. You don't have to say that. Our energies are not resonant. That's all you have to say. And then you do you, something that's good for you. Well, they're going and doing what's good for them. Spending time with their mom. Use this stuff for the practical. But don't open up your ports of energetic transference and think that surrounding yourself with pink transcendent light keeps energy that is going to manifest against you, that is going to pull you out of frequency, out. It doesn't. You'll do a guided meditation on YouTube and you'll be feeling great. And then you'll scroll through every negative thing that's on there and read it. You just let everything back in. Does that make sense? So we open ourselves up for this. And when we have strong energies that are going on, like a really watery full moon with fogginess attached to it, because it's I can't even think of the word right now, conjunct to Neptune. Okay. And we've got Mercury retrograde going on too. That is not the time to be opening up your energetic field to things that you know pull you out of frequency. But it is the time to be aware that people who do manipulate energy purposefully, that is why they use full moons to do this. That is why many types of spell work are done with the full moon, is because we are energetically compromised if we don't know energetic hygiene and how to take care of ourselves energetically. That's why we need to know we're energetic beings. And the higher our level of consciousness about it, the better. Because when we know we're energetic beings, we know that we're energy. Our energy field is intact if we choose for it to be intact. By making the conscious choice, I'm not letting that energy in. I understand what that is. It is just energy. It is just words. And I'm not in that kind of thinking pattern. I'm this way. I've pulled my energy to me. They can bombard me all they want to. I'm not aware of it because I'm not putting my energy open to it. Right by me. Can't touch me. Teflon. The Teflon Don here. Doesn't touch me. I'm not down at that level of consciousness. I'm above that level of consciousness because that is dense energy, because it's manipulation. When someone is trying to manipulate you, That is dense energy. Now, it may be considered high vibrational because, oh, well, they're at the level of consciousness that they're aware of the fact that energy can do to, well, they may be aware of it. And yes, that is a higher level of consciousness, but your level of consciousness is above it when you're like, hold on a second. How do I want to be treated? Well, I certainly don't want to be treated where somebody can manifest against me just because it's the full moon. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of my energy. Do my self-care. I'm going to stay rested. I'm going to stay at the level of consciousness that I know, no, I'm not putting that out and I'm not accepting it in. And then the energy I'm going to put out is, no, I don't do that to other people either. And my parameters are, I don't let those energies around me. I don't go looking for them. And if I feel them coming, put up a wall if I have to. And you will sense if somebody is working against you. The multidimensional you will sense, and you're at the level of consciousness. No, that is low vibrational. We're up here, it's down there, and it just goes right by you. You may not even have to sense it. You may be so far above it, it just keeps going. And then that makes what they're doing ineffective. Then you don't ever have to do anything to get out of the spell work they've done to you. It wasn't effective anyway. These are the reasons why we have to understand we're energetic beings, folks. I don't think for a moment that most people are in the energy of, it's the full moon, or it's whatever. I'm going to focus my energy purposefully and put this energy out there to manipulate that person to do this, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going to whip up some other things to energetically strengthen that. I don't think that most people do that. But yes, there are some who do. So we do need to be energetically aware that yes, they use things like full moon energy for that. So be consciously aware. Keep your energetic field closed to it. And if you feel some wonky energy that's not right, reject that. Clear your energy. Stay high vibrational, stay above it. And put out always, how do I want to be treated? I treat others that way. But stay above those things. People say, well, we need protection. We do. Stones like black tourmaline, obsidian, even selenite is protective. We can keep those around. They do help. The reason they help is they do absorb negative energies, but they also help keep us high vibrational because they absorb any negative energies we may have taken on from. We just had a phone call that wasn't great. And so it brought our vibrational frequency down. Clear your energy after every phone call, after every interaction. So you stay high vibrational. That's how we protect ourselves. Don't go low vibrational to begin with. Protection from spell work is staying above the lower vibrational frequency that it's coming in. Don't be in their frequency. Keep yourself high vibrational and stay away from them. Don't let their energy in. Okay? But yes, there are people who manipulate and use those things. And we are energy. If we let it in, it does come in. But yes, we can clear it too. So yes, I talk about how tarot world, somebody's done spell work. Occasionally what they're identifying is somebody who is purposefully, I don't want them to have a good life. I am purposefully using energies that I know that are going on and other things to help focus it to keep them from doing so. There are some people who do that. I don't address it often because the planet's becoming more and more high vibrational all the time. And the people who operate in those dense energies, they're not going to be able to stay in those dense energies. There are going to be fewer and fewer people doing that. Because the more and more of us that refuse to allow our frequencies to be brought down, the more and more people are coming up in vibration. That's how we improve things. That's how we do it. How do I want to be treated? If we all do that, nobody wants to be manifested against. I certainly don't want to put that energy out. So first, I'm gonna think good thoughts for me. What do I want? I want to feel great. I want to feel happy. I want good thoughts coming in about me. So I'm going to think good thoughts for me. I'm going to get in the best high vibrational frequency I can. I want my best and highest good. And that's the energy I'm going to put out for everyone. And that is a very high vibrational frequency. And then when others are trying to send energy to you that's not for your best and highest good, well, you're up here. And that energy's down here. Stay in the frequency of wanting the best and highest good for everyone. You've got to want it for yourself. You cannot be in 3D patterns of thinking where you're denying it for yourself because you're believing the lies, the trauma, drama, blame, shame, coulda, woulda, shoulda game. You've got to let those go. And you've got to know you deserve what your intuitive self is telling you, because your intuitive self is telling you that to get you in vibrational frequency so you can have it. And you reverberate that energy out, and everyone gets it. That's what putting yourself first and doing self-care means. Get yourself in frequency so you can go forward along your timeline. You reverberate out the right butterfly effect because you're putting the energy out. And then everyone will come up to that frequency. And the world will be the place it's supposed to be. And tarot readers will be flipping over the cards and nobody's doing black magic anymore. What the hell? Oh, I mean, there's no hell. Oh, wow. What a novel thought. There is none. And there's also nobody up there playing chess with us. Because in the beginning, there was energy. Just energy. And we have come into the level of consciousness to know how to make our lives beautiful. Let's take sovereignty of self and do that, folks. And live in great big capital letters.